morning! It is day 6 of the reading rush, and I have an update! I have made progress in Dune by Kara and Laurie Langdon. I picked up the audiobook this morning, so I'm currently on page 106, so I would like to, make some progress through this, try to at least get like halfway through this, and then read the second half tomorrow. I'm enjoying it, obviously, so far. We got some scenes with McKenna and Duncan, and Jamie and Veronica. There's stuff happening with all the ships, and I love it. So far, so good. Obviously, I've read this book before, so there's nothing I feel like I have to tell you, at least at this point. And then I need to pick up either The Upside of Falling or Pride and Prejudice and try to read it in its entirety today, which I think I can do. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna head downstairs and I'm going to pick up either Pride and Prejudice or The Upside of Falling. I'll let you know which one piques my interest more and is the one that I decide to go with, and I'll update you guys when we find out what that book is. Okay, so it is now 11:27 a.m. and I have made some reading progress. I'm currently on page 131 of Dune so far, so making my way through it when I can. Obviously, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I don't really reread books I don't enjoy for the most part. And then I decided to start in on The Upside of Falling by Alex Light. I did not pick up Pride and Prejudice. I will get to that, but this one I was kind of intrigued by the first chapter, so I just decided to continue on with it. I'm currently on page, I think, 55 of this. I like it. I think it's cute. However, I don't know, some part of me feels like the author read and watched To All the Boys I Loved Before and then based this book entirely off that and was trying to, I guess, accomplish what To All the Boys I Loved Before did, because it's reminding me a lot of that. Basically, the story follows this girl named Becca, and she likes to read romance books, and she's kind of just like an introverted loner. She's a pessimist, and she's only really believes that this true love kind of stuff only really exists in these fictionalized tales. In her English class, she kind of just calls Romeo and Juliet for not being a good love story. They wouldn't have ever lived happily ever after. She just doesn't really believe in that true love kind of stuff, even though she likes to read about it. This girl kind of calls her out on that, and she's like, well, how do you know true love doesn't exist? You've never been in a relationship. And she makes up this lie saying I have a boyfriend. Before she gets caught in this lie, Brett, one of the most popular guys in school, comes up out of nowhere and decides to help her and be her fake boyfriend. And after this whole encounter, they decide to continue on with this fake relationship. Essentially what this book's about. And I don't know, I feel like some of the scenes so far is giving me a lot of To All the Boys I Loved Before vibes. I'm pretty sure this was they had the exact same scene in To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I feel like there's, I guess, some purpose to the fake relationship, but I don't know, it hasn't really been, it's kind of, I guess, part of the plot, and I'm 55 pages into it, so we'll see where it goes. I don't know how I feel about it. I like the relationship, I like the characters decently. I feel like this book is just coming off way too cheesy though, and I guess that's why I'm not liking it as much. I feel like it's just over the top kind of thing, and I feel like we're not gonna get any flaws with these characters. They're just perfect people, and I feel like that's gonna remain. We'll see if they come out flawed later on, but I don't know, they seem kind of too perfect at this point in time. I like the characters both a lot. I can relate to Becca in a sense, and I like Brett's character as well. But just, I don't know, it's just so cliche and so cheesy, and I guess that's what's rubbing me the wrong way a little bit. I'm this is too much. That's so far my opinions, 55 pages into it. I don't know, maybe I don't connect with Alex Light's writing, I don't know. I would like to I took a bookstagram picture with this one for the reading fuel challenge today, because that's the challenge, but I'm thinking I actually might do one with Dune instead. So I kind of want to make cookies today, so we'll probably make cookies while listening to the audiobook of Dune. And then I have a Scottish blanket that would kind of match this cover and, Scotland stuff. So I could use that and then have cookies and maybe milk or something like that. That's my idea, probably what I'm gonna do. So that's the plan for today. guys, so it's like, I think, what is it, 4 p.m.? It's 4:30 p.m. I've been making my way through both these books. I feel like I haven't updated you a whole ton today, so sorry about that. But been reading a lot. I'm currently on page 77 of The Upside of Falling by Alex Light. I don't have anything else to tell you. It's only like 30 pages difference. It's so cute. They're kind of developing a friendship, which I don't know. I think the characters really connect well together. As cliche and cheesy as the story is, like, they connect well. I'm enjoying it. Brett's like an angel, so there's that. I'm enjoying it. So, positives. But then I'm reading like something like this, which is probably, you know, super cheesy as well. This one, they both are gonna make my heart go. Dune, I've been making a whole ton of progress on this today because I made cookies, which you probably saw, and then sometimes I just going on social media or doing whatever, just have an excuse to listen to the audiobook. And then I also just realized I forgot to upload my video because I'm dumb. I had it edited, ready to go. Did I upload it though? No, I forgot to upload it, so sorry that the upload was a bit late. That wasn't intentional. Like, I had finished editing it this morning, so it was ready to go up, but sorry. I have been reading Dune by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon. I'm currently on page 314, and oh, my heart. I don't know if I told you guys a lot about the series on my channel. I think I used to talk about it a lot more years ago. There's basically we followed two different girls in this book, so we followed both Veronica and McKenna and the boys that they end up with. I feel like I don't know, not as many people, a lot of people I think preferred the Veronica-Jamie relationship, and I like the Veronica-Jamie relationship. I think they're really cute, but I always preferred Duncan and McKenna, maybe because Duncan's just more my type than Jamie is. I just think he's super sweet and cute, and then they just have like a lot going for them that like makes me like them more, but they're both cute. I enjoy reading from both their perspectives. Duncan like just stole my heart and I forgot about that. There was like a cute scene between him and McKenna, and like it just like made me go, oh, that's so cute. I was even posting about it on Goodreads. Let's see if I can find some quotes he said. She was talking about like how like she's like wants to I guess pursue her dreams and such. So she was talking about that, and she's like, well, I can't like stay in Dune because I want to go live out my theater dreams. And he's like, I'll build you a theater here. I'm like, this boy, so precious. And then like he was like, I'll give you my heart, never ask for it. I'm in my laundry room now, okay? I was updating and then I got interrupted. This happens when I'm not home alone. I'm gonna be continuing to read more of this tonight, and I'll update you guys later. I'm probably gonna finish it at this point. Like I don't think it's myself not finishing it, because I guess I have 2 hours left of the audiobook, but like I'm on double speed, so like an hour left, so I'm about to finish this. And then I'm also gonna check to see if like I can find the audiobook for Pride and Prejudice or The Upside of Falling. Probably Pride and Prejudice is the more one I'm leaning towards, because I don't know, I can pick up another audiobook now, so I don't know. Yeah, I'll update you guys later on. Alrighty, so I have now finished Dune by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon, though I still have the bookmark in there. It's finished. It's done. I kind of felt like laying down and like closing my eyes and just like listening to the rest of this book. Duncan has my heart. So, yeah, it was a reread for me, so it just automatically gets 5 stars because I gave it 5 stars in the first place. It was cute. There was cute moments between Duncan McKenna and Jamie and Veronica, and I enjoyed it, and I love Scotland again. This is what like made me love Scotland so much, and why I wanted to visit Scotland in the first place. Glad I finally reread it. Now that I am done with that, I have finished I think 6 books during the readathon now. And I would like to finish The Upside of Falling tonight, so I'm going to just go and read that now. And I'm tempted, I did start to download the Destined for Dune audiobook because we do have that, so because I don't have an audiobook I might just listen to that. I won't probably finish it during the readathon, but the second book is my favorite in the series because it's more about McKenna and Duncan, so I'm hyped. So, just wanted to let you know, I'm very mad at this book, and I'm gonna finish it tonight, but I'm mad. That's all. I finished it. I read this whole thing, the entirety of it, in a day? Is it once again later at night? It's not as quite as late as when I finished Lemonade Mouth last night. It's like 10:44, 10:40-ish. I think, I'm gonna sit on this, but I think as of now, I'm gonna give this 4 stars. Basically, throughout majority of this book, while I was reading it, I'm like, I'm gonna give it somewhere between a 4 and a 4.5. Then, as you could tell from the previous clip, I was very mad. That definitely changed things. This one, like, really dumb plot line changed everything for me. And then it was kind of sitting between a 3.5 and a 4 star. So at this point in time, I think I'm going to give it a 4 star. Just because for majority of this book, like, I did enjoy it, but there was, I guess I had some issues with it that made me really mad. I all enjoyed the book. I overall enjoyed the characters a lot. I thought they were cute, but I also got annoyed. I remember, I think at the beginning of this vlog, I was like, this author is trying to be, like, got, like, strong inspiration for, like, To All the Boys I Loved Before, and such like that, and I was saying, like, I feel like these characters are too perfect, which I feel like was a very bold observation of me to make 55 pages into the book, because obviously you don't know them that well yet. I don't know why I said that, but I did, I guess. After finishing this book, I can conclude that the characters do in fact have flaws. There's not a lot I can say without spoiling things, but let's talk about, I guess, the positives first before we get into the negatives. The storyline is really interesting. It really made you interested in the characters and their lives and made you root for them. And it's a fake dating book. I love fake dating books. So, you know, it's something that made me happy and made me want to keep reading. And it's pretty quick to get through. Like, the font is pretty big, and it's like less than 300 pages, so it is pretty short. Perfect for a readathon. The main character, I liked her. I found her really relatable in the sense that, like, she reads a bunch of romance books and stuff like that, such as I do, related to one another there, and there were some cute, bookish, nerdy moments that, like, involved books, or, like, whether they were, like, reading with each other, and, like, that was cute. The main character also liked cotton candy ice cream, which is, like, my favorite flavor of ice cream. That's, like, a random detail, but I loved that. Then we had the love interest character, who I also really enjoyed. He was just, like, a sweet guy, like a cinnamon roll at heart, and I really enjoyed them. I enjoyed this book a lot. I had a lot of happiness reading it. I enjoyed what I was reading. I wanted to continue reading this book. It made me happy. It made me smile. I thought it was good. The thing that frustrated me, I think I did tell you guys that I found this book a little bit cheesy and cliched towards the beginning, but that did, I guess, somewhat fade. I mean, some parts were kind of, like, really cheesy, but I don't know, I kind of gobbled it up more towards the later half of the book, whereas the first half, I'm like, this is just really strongly cheesy. Other complaint, my big complaint, this is probably the thing I dislike about the book the most, is there was this random, unnecessary plot line to, I guess, cause angst with the characters, to make you question if or will they or won't they get together. I'm all for a will they or won't they get together plot line. Like, a romance needs that, because that's, like, usually the main plot is, like, oh, but will they get together and fall in love and yada yada yada. I love when a romance can add angst to a story and, like, make things emotional for the characters. Oh, wonderful. Emotional characters. Great plotline. What went wrong with this one, though, is it didn't make sense at all. Like, I knew it was going to happen when it started happening, and I was like, this is the dumbest thing. I was hoping I was gonna be wrong, but I was right. This is ridiculous. I'm so mad about this. This book is making me angry, and was ready to chuck this book in the pool. I was reading this book outside while my family was swimming in the pool at this point in time, and it just, I, like, sent video rants to my friend Jaden, and I was just so mad. I was ranting on Goodreads. I went off. I was so freaking mad about this plotline because it didn't make sense. Like, if it makes sense, like, why they wouldn't get together or whatever, like, sure, go for it. But in this series, like, it just didn't make sense here, and I'm like, I don't understand. What? Sorry, what? Here's an example. This is not saying, like, any of this stuff happens in the story, like, at all.
But let's just use my, I guess, Johnny and Susie, who I use as an example from this, even though they're not characters in this. But let's just say Johnny told Susie that he has kissed another girl. But then he also tells Susie that he did not kiss another girl. And you're just like, that makes literally no sense. Like, did you kiss her? Did you not kiss her? Like, what does that mean? The statements that he, like, I guess the characters were saying when won't they get together kind of thing, like, it just didn't make any sense. I'm like, you're literally contradicting yourself. Like, that makes zero sense. And then there wasn't even, like, a lot of angst with it. Like, they literally, like, hung out. I don't know. There was, like, the characters were all mad and upset. And then all of a sudden, like, the next time they see one another, everything's just fine again. And, like, went back to normal. Like, there was no problems. Like, all the problems that were, like, coming back to the surface again, like, were all of a sudden just, like, washed away, disappeared out of nowhere. And I'm like, this also makes no sense. It just didn't work in this book. So that just what made me so frustrated. I think that's all I have to say about this book. So, I finished 2 books yesterday, finished 2 books today. I've read 4 books in the past 2 days. Oh my, what the heck? I have now officially completed 7 full-length novels, I guess besides Josh and Hazel, because I'd already started that pre-readathon. 7 books so far, you know, I feel great, and we still have another day to go where I need to complete all the challenges. The last book I have to read is Pride and Prejudice by Elizabeth Eulberg. I'm really hoping this book gets 5 stars because out of all the books that I've read this week, some books have gotten close, such as Gathering Darkness got really close, and I don't know, I want a 5-star book out of this week. And besides Dune, because Dune was already a 5-star. I knew that going into it, it was already a 5-star. I'm hoping a lot with Elizabeth Eulberg, just because, like, her other 2 books I've read, I've given 5 stars. Tomorrow's the last day of the readathon. I'm going to try to read as much as I can. But with that, I have been daily vlogging every single day. And I usually stay up, I guess, somewhat late at night, and then to edit the videos, and then try to get them up for you. And I usually that means I stop before midnight, filming my vlogs and stuff like that. So because of that, and because tomorrow is the last day, my vlog should probably still be up on Monday, but I'm not gonna be, like, staying up and editing it. Like, I'm gonna be editing it on Monday. You will see it, I guess, like, a little bit later. I'm not planning on stopping my vlog, like, earlier on, because I want to see how much reading I can get done within this time span. So, I've had a fun time during the reading rush. Tomorrow's the last day. And tomorrow's where I share my bookish memory with you guys. So, because I think that's the only video challenge I haven't done yet. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a big fat thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of this lovely face. And I'll talk to y'all soon with my next Reading Rush vlog. Goodbye!